Yo, what's going on, guys? Clutch back again with another video for you guys. So sorry for the short little absence. Obviously after team of the season and playing all the games, I felt like, taking a little break, trying to kind of enjoy a little bit of time off. But we are back. We are uploading videos. We're going to give you guys the best tactics on the game for every formation, anything you guys want to see. So obviously just always let me know in the comments. Drop a like if you haven't already, and also drop a sub. We're really trying to hit 4K. About 80% of you that watch the videos as well aren't subscribed, so it'd be a massive help if you could drop a sub. It would massively help the channel out as we try and reach partner again. So yeah, I appreciate you guys, and let's get straight into it. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. I haven't uploaded for a little bit, so it should be fun. So obviously the formation we are using today is the 3-4-2-1. Now, this for me is by far the best formation in the game. It's a formation that I've used all year. Well, not all year. I'd say probably about the last 4 or 5 months of the year, which is when I've basically only played the game, really. And it is just absolutely incredible. It's one of them. It's really good on the attacking. It's still solid defensively. And it can be a very good addition for you guys. So, I'm going to walk you guys through it bit by bit. We're going to talk about it, explain all the parts of the formation, obviously all the tactics, the instructions, and give you guys the absolute breakdown. So, defensive style is going to be balanced. That doesn't change. For me, drop back isn't any good, and the press tactics are they're just too strong. In terms of not necessarily strong as in good, but strong as in they press so much that the stamina drains and they can be out of position quite a lot. So for me, it's just not viable for me, really, when I'm using the 3-4-2-1 at least. With other formations, it can work, but for me, I will stick with balanced. Now the width is on 40. Now that is because we don't want our centre backs pushing out the wide areas. Once we get to the instructions, you'll see why. But it just means that we want those centre backs to stay nice and narrow, stay tucked in, and not really give our opponents anything too crazy. Because like I said, if you start dragging people out, that's when you can really get hit by those through balls and really struggle when you're trying to defend. So 40 width for me. Depth is on 45. Sorry. That doesn't really change too much. Just makes your team play a little bit further back in, just a little bit more defensive. But obviously, because we're playing with 3, we don't want them playing a crazy high line where they'll just get absolutely abused with over the top through balls. Because obviously we all know how good they are. So 45 for me is just that sweet spot for me personally. Build up play again is on balanced. You can obviously use fast build up, slow build up. It's really up to you. But for me, I just don't like them. Slow build up is just way too slow. Long ball, it just ends up becoming a really counter attack based way of playing, and I just don't enjoy that. And fast build up, as much as it is by far the best option, it feels a bit erratic when you're going forward. Your players can be out of position quite a lot. So for me, it's just not personally worth using, and balance is obviously very good because it kind of gives you a mix up of all of them. So yeah, I personally really enjoy it. Now the chance creation is what it always will be. We always talk about direct passing. Direct passing is the best thing, like probably tactic wise, to ever be in FIFA, especially with what the meta has been these last couple of years with the through balls. Obviously over the tops, the LBY ones, the L1R1 over the tops, all of it. They're all just so good. And direct passing is a key factor into why they are so good. Obviously, as you can see on the screen, it says that basically players with higher attacking positioning, it will help them with their in-behind through balls. But we're not in-behind through balls, but they're in-behind runs for through balls, which obviously what you're trying to look for in any formation, especially the 3-4-2-1 when you have 3 central runners. Sorry guys, by the way, I'm just a bit, I've got, my hay fever's pretty bad, so sorry if you hear me sniffling or anything, I apologise. Yeah, and then the width is on 40 again. Now that is purely because we want those players in those central areas attacking. We don't want them in the wide areas, to be perfectly honest. And the only players that we really want to stay like in those wider areas is our left mid and right mid. But outside of that, we kind of want everyone to be in these narrow areas and really kind of fly our opponents and really try and break our opponents down. Our players in the box is on 6. Again, it's just a slightly more attacking version, and obviously it means that your centre mids get a little bit more involved in the attack, which for me is key. It's something I personally really enjoy, and I could only ever really play FIFA that way now. You can do 5, and 5 would be fine. It just means it's a little bit less attacking, and the centre mids do get involved a lot less as well. So it really just depends what is best for you. Corner stays on 2 for my corner tactic, and free kicks is on 1 as well. So that's just because we don't want to get counter attacked. So nothing too crazy there to explain. Obviously, this is how we've got the team set up. And right, what we'll do, we'll just go straight through into the instructions, and I'll kind of let you know what I'm using and why. So all 3 of these centre forwards are on stay central and getting behind. Now, like I said, this obviously feeds into the lower width because, like I said, we want those players centrally, and we want them making those getting behind runs. So yeah, there's nothing really too crazy to say there. Like I said, we just really want them getting behind, making good runs, and then that's really it. Now, both of our centre mids are just on cover centre. Neither of them are on stay but while attacking. Now, like I said, that is because we do want them to attack. But also, by not having them on get forward, it means they will defend as well. Generally, I usually recommend 2 bigger body centre mids that do very well in the box-to-box areas. So, team of the season, Bellingham, pretty much any version of Hullet is really good. Zidane cards, basically taller guys who can use the ball and score are usually key for this formation. And then what we'll do, we'll get straight into the wingers. So here on come back on defence, stay wide and getting behind for both. So let me do that. Now, obviously, we do have both on come back on defence. So when we are defending, it basically works as a 5 at the back formation. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't always do that as quick as you would like, especially if you're getting counter-attacked. But if you have a chance to get basically settled at the back, it will play as a 5 back, and it is very hard to break down. We do have both of them on stay wide. Like I said, that is because we want those wide options, and we want them to also play as wing backs. We don't want them to play as full backs. So not full backs, sorry, as wingers. So yeah, we do want them to basically come back and help defend. And having them on stay wide makes them defend the wider areas where we don't have any other cover. And then we do also have them on getting behind for when we are attacking as well, because we do want them to pose some form of threat going forward. And also, like I said, they can really spread those wide areas and really free up space for the central players. They are making good attacking runs as well. So yeah, guys, listen, that is everything. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment, and drop a sub. Like I said, it would make a massive difference, and it would help a ton. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.